A boo! A demoness seems to appear out of thin air. Scared you, huh? Oh, it's Minago. Fuck. Don't worry, I'm not planning on gobbling you up. If I was, I'd have done so right away, as I did with all the others whose bones are scattered all around this place. But that wouldn't be me, or you. That wouldn't do me or you much good. So you'd better listen to my offer. Who are you? Complete idiot, that's what I am. The demon angrily kicks the bones scattered under the hooves. When the invasion had just started, I snuck into the shrine disguised as a druid, then waited. First, everything went well. Those fools came here to undertake some trial and ended up in my stomach, but then the druid stopped coming. I realized I was stuck here. The damn tree doesn't just protect the entrance, it also maintains a spell over the labyrinth to stop those who undergo the test from cheating, I guess. So I've been stuck here for years now, sitting on a pile of bones, a royal screw up, that's what I call it. What was the secret the shrine has been keeping? You talking about this? Demon looks at the statue of Eris with contempt. The tablet on the pedestal is disfigured by claw markings to the point that it is impossible to read what used to be written there. Truth be told, I don't remember any longer. Some platitude. Just like this horned simpleton likes it. Like wash your hands before eating, or maybe don't piss into the wind. Trust me, you didn't miss anything at all. But don't get upset. If you do as I do, you can still gain something. What are you proposing? Go out and destroy the tree. Burn it. Chop it. You know the drill. Set me free. And I'll reward you with something more substantial than the moldy pearls of Bumpkin God's wisdom. The door is open. What stopped you from walking out of here? Zimon grits her teeth in irritation, obviously reluctant to answer. Finally, she spits on the ground and says, It's an old stump who's holding me here. Who else? If I was well fed, I might have dealt with him, but now, if he gets his roots on me, I'll never make it out alive. If I could handle him myself, I wouldn't have asked you for help. How do you know that you won't try to cheat me? And how should I know that you won't run from the hill as soon as you step outside? How can anyone possibly trust anyone else? Demon grunts in irritation. Well, look, not munching on you now, although I could have been. A potential dinner came knocking on my door, but I didn't lay a finger on you. Moreover, I'm letting you go free. What would I get from cheating you? 100 more years in prison in this stupid place among these stupid bones? Yeah, let's go for Azata meets path, of course. Guard of the trial, heed my call. I've found the parasite who's been gnawing on your roots. Wake up and fight her off. The entire shrine shakes as the huge tree, awoken from its madness, utters a mighty sigh. Its roots corroded by poison tense up and start moving. You hear mounting anger and dirt creaking. You perform a good action. What the heck do you think you're doing? Well, you asked for it.
None shall escape!
Okay, now, can they come? No, right? Maybe they can. So let's go. Oh, I still didn't. Holy shit! Got some damage. What are you? Oh, come on, 17 outsider. Since you aren't 30, I'm not. I'm good. Could have done this before. Almost there. Just kill you, motherfucker. Ooh, holy shit. Oh my god. There was some damage. How many hits did she... Dude! Like... All of them hit, no, 2 missed. The fuck was that? How many hits? Okay, 30 damage. She's almost done for, or done for. Not sure. Let's go there, Aaron. There goes my dragon. Yeah, my dragon's fucking dead. What? Ooh. I won't stand up right now, no.
Retreat is not an option.
Does the thing has combat reflexes? Let me see.
Kneel before me.
Probably. No combat reflexes, so let's get this like opportunity, and then I will be able to stand up and shoot her in the fucking face.
Hear you cry.
The waiting's never fun. Rules are made to be broken.
Some scrolls, some platitude. Really? Okay then.
I lead, you follow.
That's it? That's it for the place? Okay.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Primal Trench. The trench creaks with sadness, slightly swaying from side to side. Dark tar oozes from the hollows of his eyes like tears. You've destroyed the past. The poison is leaving my roots. I'm starting to remember days of blood and fire, days of rage and despair. Sarkorian, my beautiful ring Sarkorian, you are no more. I can clearly see that the tablet that I was supposed to guard is broken now. So why am I still here? For whom do I keep guarding this desecrated shrine and its lost truth? I thank you for helping me, esteemed brother. Take this. You haven't gained Erostil's secret knowledge, but you have still passed the trial and earned your reward. The Trent breaks off a twig from his crown and whispers a prayer over it. As you watch, the gnarled piece of wood turns to a magical item. One of cure malaria wounds. What secret did the shrine keep? I do not know that. For I am not an initiated one. I am just a guardian whose duty was to open the door for those seeking initiation. On the tablet in the shrine, words of wisdom were inscribed, ones that the stag god revealed to his loyal followers. Now the tablet is broken, and everyone who read it is long dead. But our god did not abandon us. I can feel that. He will return to his ravaged sanctuary. Perhaps the day will come when his lost wisdom will no longer be forgotten. Sela lowers her head and whispers quietly, the day will come. The day will come when we will banish every last trace of corruption. Don't abandon your hope, guardian. Pray for us. We are fighting to bring the day closer. Tell me about yourself. My acorn was planted here when the builders broke the ground to build this shrine. I grew along with its walls. We are one, the servants of Erostil, posted here to guard his wisdom. The trend creaks his branches sadly. Weak, tired, and worthy servants who failed their mission. But still, thanks to you, we survived. Thanks to you, we still have hope of serving our God once again someday. What are you going to do next? It's time for me to sleep. Slumber will heal me. I will sleep and dream of beautiful green sarkorians, till the day when the demons are gone and I open my eyes to see it reborn anew. Farewell. Farewell, follow your path and may all that I keep you safe on your journey. Trent closes his eyes and falls into a deep sleep. Interesting to say the least. Do I have movement? I have movement. I have to combat this army, but this army is fucking strong. I'm coming back actually. There's stuff. Defenders of Freedom. Group of Yama Azata's friends in their fight against injustice and oppression, ready to leave behind their beloved homeland and religion during the crusade. Yeah, alright. Strengthening the chain of command. The war wears soldiers down and defeats attitude seeking in order to reinforce discipline. The staff constantly must look for new solutions. I will. Now logistics is just developments, right? Yes, developments. Get it, the zone. I think I got the zone. I think the zone is mine. See, if I go here, I only have to do these places. Let's go recruitment. I have more, Bennett seemed like a great idea. Yeah. Let's go Crusader Army. Or Crusader Army. Wait, I have to move this here. Let's move out from here. Far away. What's this? Oh, the spear reinforcements. Then, yeah, I have to overcome this here, but I'm not. I'm going to wait a little bit more. I'm going to go for this army here, I guess. Won't be able to. There's nobody to tank here. There's no army. Here we have an army. It's just freaking hard. It is. It's basically reconnaissance as well. I think I want this down. This is reinforcements to them. Need to be a big one. Big reinforcements. Here. Out from where? Where to? I finished the Ivory Sanctum. About the real laboratory, I've been here, also finished it. Terendelev's there? Maybe. Yeah, I think. Like, dude, I can't cross this car. I have to go around. God damn it. Might as well just go here to those sarkorian ruins. Mines or whatever. No, let's wait. Wait a bit more. That seems good. Two armies. Let's just run them over. Dude. God. Almost there. They just closely examined the remains of the miners' caravan that ventured too far north in its reckless search of profit. They collected a lot of rare and expensive wares, but were never to return to their homeland. Dude, I have to get this demonic army here, really. There's no other things. I'll go back. I'm a little stronger now. And I'll change a little bit the composition. Unit 13. Oh no. Do I throw away myself onto these bitches here? Just try to make some damage. I don't think I will. Let's see what kind of damage I can do. Flare. Little hands, little hands. Just 11 of them. I'm afraid. I'm really afraid. What do grounds? Is might evil? What your ground? Aren't you confused? You should be confused and all. Fuck. Yeah, basically no damage. Basically no damage. Can't move. There comes my cat. Oh god. Earlier the day she's clawing me on my thighs. It's bad. Ow! Ow! No, 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 no. Get out. No. It's because when I am with just like shorts, this cat... Jeez. Come on, man. Don't do this. Yeah, I won't be able to do anything apparently. Ow! Seriously, cat? Yeah, I think I couldn't do anything here. Let me see what I think I did nothing. Oh, I inflicted some damage, so I'm going to get it. Oh no, I just came here to rest and manage it a little bit. Stop doing this to my thigh! Oh my god, she's like blowing little by little, like doing this little thing like this. It's hurting a little bit. Ow! Stop it! There'll be some money here. Yeah, I just finished Blackwater yesterday, I remember. What's this? Ben maybe +2. Full plate +1. Look at this. Healing spells. Any +2 rings. 250 of money. Can she use healing spells? Yeah. This one. And then go. Okay. Her chalet. Have to go. Now I can rest. There's one that lets you stay awake for more time. 4 hours. 6 hours. Cheese crostata. It's Nanny, the girl cooking.
Tiefling boy, are you certain that setting fire to the temple in Dresden will bring about a sudden downpour?
Yep, that's how it works. The gods protect the temple against all fires or something like that. But let me know when you're about to start. You can bet everyone will panic when they see the flames, chucking out all their worldly possessions. Some upstanding citizens gotta keep an eye on them.
Damn, my cat. Dude. This cat's so cute.
Move out.
Are you good? Are you okay? Let me go over and wash my hands. Eu não consigo jogar com a Gita aqui, não. A Gita aqui no meu colo e ela já arranhou minha coxa toda. Quer saber de dormir no sol, não. Ela quer ser coçada agora. Não sai, não. Tá muito boa a coceira no lombinho dela. This cat, I have to, before I go, I have to. Pet the cat a little bit more. Parece que a perna dela já se amolece, se ela não fica, ela já deita. Já. Parece que ela é musculosa que enquanto ela tá gasta absorve a gordura, ela joga a gordura toda pra esse espelho dela pra ficar na minha mão. Ai, boa. Okay, we're back. Ah, is it right? Yeah. Now, the place we should go is this place here. Terendelev's Lair. I have no idea who the fuck is Terendelev. Drink water. If I lose my sword, I have lost a tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. The words of our code never fail to amaze me. It's like I always knew them in my heart, long before I found my faith in Iomide. Okay, then I can go to Rendelev's Lair.
Head on!
Anything new?
Together we stand.
You are my favorite egg. Help me sway from my path.
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi.
I lead. You follow.
There, one of the Queen's lapdogs. Oh, it was a lot of damage. Good job, Daira. Look at this archer. Holy shit. Stop! Please stop! A red-haired man raises his hand in a calming gesture. This place is an abode of peace and tranquility, a place to heal the soul and the body. It's not a battlefield. Please spare these men. Who are you? My name is Hall. I am a healer, my lord, by trade and by calling. This place is my infirmary. The people you've killed were those I nursed to health myself. They had scarcely recovered from their wounds when they fell to your sword. Please spare this young boy. You work with the cultists? I'm a healer. I save lives. The man looks at you resolutely, and there's a golden gleam in his hazel eyes. The vows I have taken make no distinction about who deserves to live or die. Give aid to all the injured I find in the wound. Demon worshippers are often left behind to die, and so it happens that they are most often in need of my help. The rule, Crusaders have their own healers in every unit, but cultists are not accustomed to looking out for one another. Their masters do not accept weakness. The commander asks you a very specific question. Are you an accomplice of the cultists or not? Instead of giving such a long speech, you could have simply said, yes, I am, and let us decide your fate. Neniu, here's an idea for your scientific research. Estimate the approximate number of cultists saved from death by this worthy gentleman. Calculate the approximate number of murders that each cultist has committed since they were saved. Multiply the two numbers and then we compare the total with, say, the total number of victims of an average Baylor. When it comes to causing the death of ordinary people, I simply wonder who actually has a higher body count, this kind healer or an evil demon. What an interesting idea, my boy, but I don't have enough statistical data on the average Baylor to make a comparison. Could you please catch on one of them and leave it alive long enough for me to ask it some questions? Why are you helping the enemy? I have no enemies. The healer claps his hands to his heart. There is nothing but sorrow and compassion in my soul. Look at this young man. He rushed to battle, seeking to destroy you for the sake of his masters. Yet, with that same zeal, he helped me save his friends. He did not leave their side until the danger has passed. This soul has not yet been lost. The battle between good and evil still wages within him, as it does within us all, if you would only listen to one another. I won't listen to this scum, the young man glares at you with an angry, sullen expression. Death to Iodemede's lackeys! The healer sighs after if both of you could set aside your anger and hatred, less blood would be shed. As long as someone is alive, they can still change. Only the dead are lost forever. Who knows? Perhaps you're right. Maybe these cultists really can change. Thank you for a wise decision. It has gladdened my heart. So, I can go? The boy looks at you with distrust. I want you to know, I won't change. I will remain your enemy and Lord Baphomet will give me great powers. You are already strong. You do not need to serve demons. When you finally understand this, your soul will find peace. You already possess that which is worth the most, your life. Okay, he goes. The hero turns towards you. His red hair blows in the wind like tongues of flame. His hazel eyes turn to gold. His voice becomes deeper and more majestic. You acted toward this poor boy as Terendelev acted towards you in Canabris, and she treated you with no consideration of who you were, or whether you deserved to live. I can feel the touch of her magic upon you, like a lasting lingering farewell. Halasiliax, the dragon looks down on you from above. With every move of his powerful muscles, his golden scales shimmer and shine. Terendelev made the right choice, child, as did you. You are not born a dragon, but the true spirit of the dragon is within you. It is as strong in you as it was in her. Trust me, I knew Terendelev well. I am the gold dragon Halasiliax. It was once my honor to teach the protector of Canabris. Oh, well, that's it. Now a big grown-up dragon in here. I can already tell that I'll be scolded and instructed and scolded. The gold dragon's expressions look almost like a smile. I always thought that you chaotic dragons took such lectures as praise. I was once told as much by one of your relatives. Apparently, if a gold dragon doesn't scold you, it means you have done nothing of interest. Well, that is definitely not true about me. Everything I do together with my best friend here is interesting. How about you and Malongo talk and discuss your grown-up things, and I will be very sneaky and tie a rattle to your tail. You're testing me. Life itself was testing you. I merely seized the opportunity to look upon you, the last soul helped by Terendelev. Could use a good dragon in the Crusades. Do us the honor of joining us. Alex Jack says, no, I'm afraid. I have my own responsibilities to metallic dragons, but I will watch you from afar, and if I see you are ever in need of a dragon's wisdom, I will not be the only one willing to come to your aid. I have the spirit of a dragon within me. What am I supposed to do? Remember that life is a journey. Some go through it faster, others slower, but we all reach an end where nothing can be changed. As long as we are alive, so too is the hope of change. While we are living, we can do much good and change the world for the better. Huh? I taught this to Terendelev when she was on the brink of despair. She thought that now tarnished she was doomed to suffering and evil. But I assure her that as long as we are here and not at Pharasma's throne, nothing is lost, and no one is lost. Choose the actions that will make the world better. Such is the path of a gold dragon. I know you tried to save Terendelev from corruption. How did you manage to succeed? The dragon closes his eyes for a moment. Terendelev, here she found shelter, fighting the desire to decimate and destroy. I flew her to help her. The sun rose and fell more than once as she poured out all her hatred upon me. All the pain was that tearing her soul apart. Many times we found ourselves at one another's throats, ready to fight. Many times her words wounded me deeply, but in the end I got through to her. I fought the right words. I stayed with her here in this place of peace and rest until her soul found healing. Terendelev this, Terendelev that. Oh, by the way, a huge demonic beetle with a sight chopped off her head. Dragged the body to some unknown place, probably to eat it. Darren gives an unpleasant smirk. If we avenge your girlfriend, would you wipe away the scattered tears? Oh, kind, wise, forgiving dragon healer. Hey, farewell, hello, Celiax. Let's say until we meet again, child. And there goes the dragon. Tunic of the Ardent War Priest. The Ardent shirt has the Fervor class ability. Grants the 3 additional uses of Fervor per day. Interesting, I don't even know what Fervor is. Wave +1. That's it, right? Some conversation. Sometimes. Interesting, very short this. This flavor. Cool. Really cool. March of Mystery. Burned out shack. I got some reagents. Befouled Barrows. Extirpators Camp. Oh, damn it, can't go there right now. I got saucy. Befouled Barrows. Day 29, month Abadius 1st, year 4716. Iridescent streaks appear in the bilious violet sky above the deserted lands. The streaks are not like an ordinary glaring rainbow. They look more like oil dropped in water. The sweltering haze in the sky seems to water along with the streaks. Time and again, one of the commander's party spots some movement out of the corner of their eye and reaches for their weapon, only to immediately realize they were mistaken. The ground underfoot turns a muddy gray, covering a dense layer of ash expelled by geysers. Curious natural phenomenon not uncommon in these parts. In the distance, barriers can be seen, appearing only as vague piles of rocks in the haze. The wind whips clouds of ash into the faces of the commander and his party. Along with the ash, the wind ushers in ragged gray clouds that shroud the sky. A giant eye of cloud unblinkingly watches the commander and his party from above. One can only imagine how insignificant the creature struggling across the land must seem from such a height. In a break in the clouds, the white of the sky's eye pulses, ready to burst like a boil. The dark cloud of the pupil grows blacker still. The commander decides to study the shape of the clouds more closely. Arshalai observes that in these winds, the ordinary storm clouds cannot coalesce into clear shapes. The air throbs with terror. This is no mere storm. Was brewing something brought by the abyss, impossible only in the wound. Try to recall any previous mention of such a phenomenon. Nenio observes that in these winds, the ordinary storm clouds cannot coalesce into clear shapes. The air throbs with terror. This is no mere storm. What's brewing is something brought by the abyss and possible only in the wound. Nenio recalls conversations with seasoned crusaders. If a giant eye appears in the sky, you must run and not look back. According to witnesses, what follows such an omen is so horrific that it can rob a newcomer to the word wound of their sanity. To the character, made for the barrows, the only cover in the middle of the wastes. On Hever Chalet. Living creatures can be beaten, but one cannot conquer a force of nature. The commander decides to run for cover. The party manages to reach the barrows before the storm swells to its full force. Something suddenly drops from the sky, landing with a splat at the commander's feet like an overripe fruit. It is white, about the size of a chestnut. As a... Wait. Okay, my mom's cooking something funny. I don't know what it is. Looks like a mixture of lemon with pineapple. I don't know. The party managed to reach the Barrows before a storm swells through its full force. Something suddenly drops from the sky, landing with a splat at the commander's feet like an overripe fruit. It is white, about the size of a chestnut, has a dark center, and the longer the commander stares at it, the more it seems like something is staring back. The fruit looks disturbingly like an eyeball. The whirlwind of ash stops the party from looking up to see what is happening in the sky. Perhaps a carrion bird was transporting its already rotting prize home. At least that's what all the companions are hoping as they cluster around the milky white eyeball. Second eyeball lands nearby with an unpleasant squelch, leaving only a bloody splash on the ash-covered ground. Two eyeballs cannot be a coincidence. The looming rocky ledges, which give the barrows the appearance of a hill, look like they could come crashing down on the party's heads. At any moment, however, they do offer protection from the storm. The horrific hail misses the party almost entirely, and eyeballs land around them in a wet cacophony. The land around the barrows looks more like a dumping ground than a burial ground. The storms have bleached skulls and bones, rusted armor, and dented swords. This is a familiar sight. More surprising are the arms and legs of golems scattered around the waste. The once snarling faces of animals that now lack all resemblance to their living breath. Things that look like horse carcasses but with broken mechanical legs. Everything is brown with rust and long forgotten. A battle was fought here once. Through the veil of ash, the party struggles to find the entrance of the barrow. Choose character. Hastily feel along the walls. Remember everything that is about the architecture, sarkorian beer remains. Focusing on traces of magic. 7, 28, 41. Focusing on traces of magic. Yeah, let's go with Nenio. Nenio senses the traces of generations upon generations of sarkorians performing rituals between and inside the burial mounds to grant their ancestors peaceful slumber. The magical signature unerringly leads her to the entrance. An ash-darkened piece of the casing that covers it crumbles under the slightest pressure. The mouth of the barrel is cool and smells of damp and dust. More of the ash lies underfoot, pressed into a glossy, slippery crust. It is clear that the barrel has been constructed above a cave system. The deliberately carved out corridors stretching off into the barrel's depths leave room for natural passageways. The wind wailing through the stalactites in the dark carries a strange sound similar to a desperate human cry. Help me, me. The wind wailing through the stalactites in the dark carries a strange sound similar to a desperate human. The party strains to hear and decides to find out who the voice belongs to. Oh god, this is the hardest test so far. Let's see. The longer Nenio listens, the more the voice changes. One moment it sounds like the desperate cry of a child. The next, the piercing, ragged scream of a woman. The next, bird song. It cannot be ruled out that she is hearing only what she wants to hear. Go towards the voice, of course. Malon cannot ignore the cries for help, and the party rushes toward the sound, frequently looking around for enemies or traps. A strange thing, the closer they get to the voice, the less distinct the pleas become, blurring into the grinding screech of a rusty mechanism. The only passage leading further into the barrow finishes in a dead end, a spacious cave, its walls decorated in frescoes that have almost entirely faded over time. Before the companions have a chance to decide whether to look for a door or turn back, the cave floor, which seems solid with well-trodden ash, vibrates and begins to ripple like water. One after another, the commander's companions are sucked into the thick ashy mass like they have stepped into quicksand. Assess the situation. Let's assess the situation. The party understands that panicking is pointless. Assessing the situation and formulating a plan of action is much more useful. When they stop struggling, they notice that the quick ash seems to loosen its grip in turn. Below, they can hear strange noises like grinding metal. Could there be a mechanism drawing the quick ash downwards? The exit from the cave is still too high up. And now the party have only one route out, down. The The commander tries to grab hold of projections on the wall. The party notices fissures in the nearest walls and tries to grab onto the cracks to climb out. Commander's companions hang suspended above the quagmire for a time, but they cannot move any further. There are no other ledges on the wall to grab onto. Even the strongest party members begin to lose their grip and gradually slide back down. He makes a run for the exit. The party floats in this quick ash like in water and manages to slow their sinking with precise measured movements. They maintain their composure, giving them time to think what to do next. The party has tried everything it can. The only option left is to accept its fate. Those who wish to speak barely have time to say their goodbyes. Stop struggling. Closing his eyes tight, the commander takes a deep breath and dives. The quagmire's resistance vanishes. As expected, the commander opens his eyes, sensing that he is in free fall. Through the gloom, he sees a spear sticking out parallel to the ground. He manages to grab hold of the wood and hang suspended from it. Suddenly, everything jolts into action. Dozens of daggers, swords, and spears spring out from all sides, whistling through the air, but this is no enemy ambush. Weapons are being brandished by the pistons and loudly scraping gears of a giant mechanism. The spear that saved the commander was so rusty in its piston that it is no longer able to move. The party has found itself in the heart of a giant metal flower, growing up out of the ashy quagmire covering the floor. The Uranag, built by the forges of the abyss, tries to close its petals. Uranag, crushing, mashing, and cutting its victims to pieces, but years of lying dormant in the darkness have taken their toll. Its articulations move with a soul-shortening screech and become easily jammed. The mummified bodies of unlucky crusaders can still be seen hanging speared on rusted blades. If the commander wants to avoid their fate, he must... Let's go for Arcana again. Figure out what makes the Uranag move. Even a magical mechanism is still a mechanism. From above, the commander has a good view of Uranag's inner workings. Large toothed wheels are set into motion by gear shafts. It all becomes clear. If the gear shafts can be jammed, the movement will stop. The commander is almost out of time. Another few minutes and it will all be over. Realizing that a simple escape is impossible, the commander decides to try jamming the Uranag's main mechanism in the heart of the flower. He looks around for something sturdy and finds hammer, staff, tower shield. No, that tower shield. The back of a dead warrior. The commander is almost out of time. As she died, the female warrior tried to hide behind her tower shield, but it did not save her. The closing petals pinned her to the shield, forevermore fusing them together as one whole. The commander plants his feet against the shield and pushes, trying to dislodge it, but it doesn't move an inch. A hammer in the hand of a dead paladin. The body of a paladin clutching a warhammer in his hands of bone hangs from one of the Uranag's hammers pointing directly upwards. The commander is lucky that his warrior chose to meet his death with weapon in hand. The commander drags the body towards him and grabs the hammer, but the servant of Light's grip is still surprisingly strong and refuses to relinquish the weapon. The bone arms are easily ripped from the skeleton shoulders, still holding the hammer. The commander tosses the lot into the heart of the Uranag. The hammer falls, sparking off the gears and getting stuck between them. A furious screeching and scraping, the Uranag tries to grind up the hammer, but it cannot. A tremor travels up the petals, there is a deafening cracking sound, and the Uranag stills forever. After carefully extracting themselves from the clutches of the broken Uranag, the commander and his party find themselves up to their knees in ashy sludge once more. But this time it only harmlessly squelches under their feet as they walk. Dark breach yawns before them, and the cry the commander heard at the entrance of the barrows rise up again. Help me! Since there is no other route, the commander decides to pray for the dead crusaders, see if there is anything of value in the crusader's body. Let's see if there is anything valuable. The commander searches the crusaders' bodies. What the dead no longer need may prove useful to the living. Fortune smiles on him. The party will be leaving the Uranag's cave richer than when it went in. After all its ordeals, the party finally goes up to the surface and emerges in a small chamber. Pipes protrude from numerous openings dotted all over the walls, and they connect to a small box or another with Baphomet's symbol. The box cries out, producing high plaintive noises that, when carried through the pipes, begin to sound something like "Help me." The commander knows that this is just another demonic mechanism created to lure Crusaders into the barrow. He smashes the box, carrying small bolts and gears across the room. Silence reigns. There are no secrets left in its place now. Close. Okay, I can't enter this place anymore. Little richer. Fencer's Gift. These gloves grant their wearer +3 damage bonus to the second weapon when dual wielding or wielding a two-handed weapon. The wearer has the weapon training ability and is wielding a weapon, it gives a bonus 2. The bonus increases by +2. So, okay. This is for you, brother. Holy shit, now we're talking. Yep. Now we rest, I guess. Yes! Dude, this game is amazing, really. Now... Oh fuck, I didn't look at the conversations. Thinking about cultists hiding among the townsfolk that put me on the edge. Don't suspect every person I meet. Trust is vastly overrated, you can take my word for it. I would not lie to you. What? Oh, it's midnight. Time to kick some ass. Yeah, we have some management to do. Yes. The fate of the first retriever. Dwarven property. Parts of the fortress wall sustained damage in a demon attack on Dresden. A number of buried golems covering dwarven ruins were discovered among the collapsed stones. On hearing this news, a member of the dwarven clan has contacted the commander and claimed that the golems belong to them. Should be done with the golems. Give the golems to the fucking dwarves. Yeah. Dwarves have accepted the commander's fair decision and sent generous gift in return. The fate of the altar of the first retriever. Padded armor or shirt. Skillful tailors wove a magnificent garment from the webs of the first retriever. Righty. Now I have logistics. I still have logistics actually. Strengthening the chain of command. Yes, we are going to have some fucking meeting. Can I work in another relic? Yes, I can. Close. Holy symbol of Ravaged. Okay. Now recruiting. Let's recruit these 13 more here. And we have a lot more. We have Hell Knights here that I really want to recruit. But that's it. All the bearers, shield bearers. All the pursuers. You will wait. to go there. We need to go there. And these reinforcements. Here, I'm going to do the net psychometry. And from here, we're going to go in. Yes, it's alright. I've spotted the enemies.
I'm always open to ideas.
All this waiting.
You require my unbiased opinion? Struggles never cease.
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi.
Now Fishni, hold on.
Anything new? Are we ready to move out?
Who are you?
I will
So-
resist.
Die!
Who else? Oh, again, go fuck yourself.
This one's mine.
Yeah.
Into the fray.
Whoa. Okay then.
I welcome your
No,
company.
staggered boy. Oh, that's it? Let's teleport to Dresden. Enter. Get out. Rest.
You became a paladin because some lady didn't wear a helmet one time? I suppose, fine, so you stole her helm, but come on, they're paladins, they're rich. Don't tell me there wasn't a spare helmet lying around someplace. And what about armorers and all that?
I'm this close to forgetting that paladin called me sort of a fool. Hornhead. Take the hint, will you?
I lead. You follow.
Now I can go to the place with Sozio. Right? Dude, what's going on? Ready?
Oh, yes, what?
I'm losing my temper.
The world has suffered enough.
Even on the buffs of this boy. Falcon's always good. Raising the formation. What is his armor class? It's not horrible. It's not good either. Put him some shield and some weapon, some short weapon. It's fine. It's type of recreation, fervor, and doesn't fervor. Just normal cleric. Not selling this. Not selling this.
Onwards!
I'm always open to ideas.
He's going to be fighting defensively. And that's it. Let's go.
Begone, fiend!
Another management ship. Strengthening the chains of command. Enchant the altar of the first retriever. Yes, I guess. Gets the more marksman, of course. Fuck, I need one more day. I just throw myself onto them? Yeah, fuck it. I don't know, wait. Maybe with a general, yeah. Yeah. And then another army together? Just to make... Just to play a little. I've already seen that the best option is just to have one army. But at the same time, it's cool to play the fucking game. Really, so I could have gone here. Oh, he leveled. Really? Fuck. He's so bad. Stay there, bad. Midnight already? War management? Jesus, dude. Creeds, defenders of freedom. Yamatas, yes. Azatas, Yamatas, yes. It's good. Now recruit the rest of these marksmen, I hope. For swords. Some shit. We can keep moving. Go. I mean, this might be good, but I don't know. So just put this away now. Then you can come there and try to invade the place. Makes my heart sing to see that ordinary life goes on even on the crusade. People are enjoying themselves, making friends, falling in love, getting married. Somebody may laugh at this and say those people just think they're going to live forever. But I think that's the very reason why people are stronger in spirits than they seem. Okay, continue. Okay. Oh, there's an army coming here? Oh, that's good. That's cool. I know. Time to act, I guess. Let's make this army go back. Fuck you. Okay. Holy shit. That's your army. Let's see how much damage we can inflict in this fucking army here. From 10 went to 9. Spiked beats. Confusion, what confusion? Good. Five damage, that's my damage. Dude, this confusion, they don't hit each other. Never. This is bullshit. Oh god. I'm not even going to inflict damage. Buffing him, but he can't fucking attack or move. I still can't move, are you serious? I'm dead. Yeah, that's the damage. That's about what I'm going to do. 325, not bad. But the army is still 9. Extirpators Camp. I don't know how to pronounce that. Extirpators Camp.
I require rest.
Rely
You are
on
my
me.
favorite aid.
Yes, we will win this war. Yes.
Inimosi pravisi. Inimosi pravisi.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Knowledge Arcana.
It's splendidly.
Judged by the burrow's form, it was dug by an incredible huge popple worm.
Move out.
Fuck. That is a cutscene. You're all dead. Wait, what's that? Do you hear the sound? Yeah, the popple worm coming to eat me.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Let's go. I think it's neutral? Or is it evil? It's neutral. Yeah, gluttonous mole. Let's go. When attacks, I prefer the master.
Let's hear you.
Worry. And just bones. Do we have a breath weapon? Sozia, what can I don't even know. Is he a full healer? What is he? I've been building him, but what's this? Holy smite. It's strong, but not for this occasion. Comes aura.
Fall.
Anio haste. Oh, there's a trap. A trap? What the fuck?
Did I mess up again? The inheritor. Guide
What?
my blade.
I didn't try to charge, I just tried to go.
Right. Take you.
0. Whoa! The strong hit.
Run them through.
I finished here. Is there more?
Out of my way.
Prepare yourself.
What? Skill cleric. 0 damage, of course. Phantasma killer killed it. Monster is dead. Wiping the sweat from his face, Soldier looks over the battlefield. It's the Extirpators. This enemy must have been more than they could manage. The cleric folds his hand in a short funeral prayer. This is what happens when you lose your vigilance. They could have killed that beast had they not let it catch them off guard. It's embarrassing to see. Your fellow warriors are dead. Cecil speaks through his teeth, slowly barely controlling himself. Do you really not have any other words for them except criticism and mockery? This is not mockery. There is nothing funny about a foolish, pointless death. And reading the last rites for them is not my job, priest, but yours. I like fighting, but this big evil thing, maybe we can find another one? Maybe we can look for it. Do you want me to look for it? But don't stop dinner without me. You won't, will you? Why is Susie so sad? I don't like it when people are sad near me, and I'm not. Makes me feel strange. Do you see your brother among them? No, he's not. I don't see him among these people. Can you say about the bodies? They died not long ago. Judging by the wounds, they were killed by the same beast we just dispatched. Look like that imposter sent us into a trap. Yes, looked like it. Let's return to Dresden and... Oh, Shelley, help me endure this entire story. You know, I don't recognize myself. I serve the goddess of love, but the Hell Knights, I hate them, I really do. It's sickening, but I do not know how to get rid of this feeling. Why do you hate Hell Knights so much? The fact that we even tolerate them is a disgrace to the entire Crusade movement. The cruel tormentors who are indifferent to the suffering of others, or who perhaps even enjoy it. What are they doing on our side? Why do we let them justify all those atrocities by participating in the Crusades? Perhaps it's because your side wants to win battles at least some of the time. Yes, and that is an even bigger disgrace. Aren't the forces of good inherently strong enough to win? Can evil really only be overcome by making a deal with another evil? Don't bring your metaphysics into this. Stop blaming your own incompetence on cosmic forces. The side of good isn't weak, it's you. Holy shit. This guy is ruthless. What does your faith say about it? It's a temptation, and I must overcome it. Their cruelty stirs indignation in me. I'd like to believe it's righteous, but they also call their spite righteous anger. I shouldn't be like them. I shouldn't answer evil with evil, but goddess, it is so hard. I often notice the wise often think their way into traps that a simple man wouldn't even dream of. You don't like that we are strong, but you don't train to become stronger than us. Because for you it would mean becoming like us. What can I say to that? Stay weak. You really haven't been yourself since that imposter showed up. The things he said about my brother, I admit I want to grab him by the throat and squeeze so hard his spine cracks. It is a dirty and worthy desire, but I can't get rid of it. And worse, I think the reason I'm so angry is because I'm afraid he's telling the truth. Still looks at Sozia with sympathy. Hold on, brother. If you need to talk, drink, and forget everything drink, come on, drunk, or howl your grief at the moon, come to me. I'll support you. War is hard on good people. Let's go. We have to talk to the importer again. Yeah, let's go.
Pay attention.
Body torn to pieces, steel armor crimped like paper.
I must part with everything demonic in me. But Desna, please allow me to keep my lovely, irresistibly beautiful wings.
Head on. Done.
Okay, what did I get? I got a lot of stuff, but I don't know. Some diamonds, window cure, moderate wounds, some ring, some long spear, some flail. What the fuck is this? Ravenous Greater Shadow? Let's change the bow. I changed the bow. What are you doing? Change the bow.
Die.
Into the fray.
Oh, all right. 10 strength. That's all right.
Desna, guide my hand.
goddess protects us. I lead, you follow.
A giant crack in the diseased parched lands deep down are huge branching burrows. Traveling merchants. Let's see what it has to sell. I might buy some stuff.
I'm prepared.
Living flame. Whenever the wearer of this cloak channels energy to harm undead, max 2 rounds, they become surrounded with fire shield that deals 1d6 plus character level fire damage to attacks for each of as a wearer. Not doing this, so I'm selling this. So do you have anything good to sell? Should have hold with thorn. Interesting. Low skill mail. Physical might plus 4. I don't know, maybe. You could sell better items, wouldn't you? Let me see the belts that I have here. Physical flow plus 2. Here's physical might plus its strength and constitution. I want dexterity, I need dexterity. Strength, constitution, strength, constitution, strength. Dude, fuck, it's very expensive. I don't even need it. So, alright, no. What do you sell now? Protection equipment. Now let's try exotic fares from. Okay.
Onwards.
Healing has the capacity to be a formidable goddess, but it seems that followers do not understand what their glaives are for. Glaives are there to be used only when there is no other option. Alrighty then. Lots of absolute corruption. That's a buff.
Yes, what? Yes. A bright future awaits us.
Now I can, okay. Manage affairs. Azatas, okay. And recruitment. This time I went to meet the fucking army. Saving this game. I need to go over this. This fucking demon army is hard as fuck. Oh, this is too hard. I'll keep arming myself actually. Ravaged Long house. What the fuck is this? Let's see what this is.
Ready to move out?
Of course it's raining blood. Oh, damn it.
Move out. Head on. I lead. You follow.
Descend into the well? Really? That's the option. To descend into the well. Why would anybody see a well and want to descend it? Oh, good. The sound of rain diminishes. Oh, there's a basement here as well. What is this? Bed 11, really? Okay then. Rude. Let's go.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Archon's Aura is the best thing that you can do. Now. Ooh. Oh shit, this is an aura. What the fuck was that?
Make your peace.
It's not strong or anything, it's just this aura. Very strong. Fuck. How many of them? Dude.
Retreat is not an option.
The light take you.
Spell resistance? Which spell resistance? Are you shitting me? What the fuck is this? She doesn't have spell resistance. What is this about? Oh my god. I casted 1 time spell resistance on them with Dyron and now there's this shit. What the fuck? Seriously, it's so bullshit. Okay, let's have a Mike and Diva here then.
I will resist.
Kneel before me.
Into the fray.
Try again. Let's go. Work with me here. Come on. Oh, okay, we're good. What? Oh, this was completely unexpected. Fucking hell. There's a fuck ton of auras here and they just died for the aura.
Let me help. Now, what am I missing?
This uses 1 diamond. This uses 2 diamonds.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Now wait, heal first. Then we talk about this. God. How many levels? How many levels? Dude. What? Oh. It doesn't have healing. Like heal. Alright, that's my life then.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Move out.
Ooh, it was... Oh. On the brink of death. Whenever the wearer health is below 50, each attack against the wearer has a chance to reflect dealt damage. The enemy must pass a reflex saving throw or suffer the attack. The brink of death. This is a shirt. Like, can I? Oh no. She already has a shirt, probably. Yes, she has. Him? Okay. He has a shirt. He gets hit a lot.
I lead, you follow. Onwards.
Ingredients. That's probably the well. There's something lost. Oh yes! Yes, blue. Now we can try to solve a little bit more from the haunting mystery. Money. That's that one. What if I dropped into the wheel, the well? What is this here? It's some more.
Head on.
Drink water.
You follow.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's not bad.
Onwards.
Let's interrogate the fucking guy that sent us to a trap. Why did you talk to the Extirpators? Extirpators, they're all dead. It's a shame, I think I'm welling up. It was a trap, you were hoping the monster would kill us too. Accusations again, you can say whatever you like, but where's the proof? You can't scare me. Listen, do you understand the situation you've gotten yourself into? You'd be wise not to antagonize us. You should help us and hope that everything you've done will still have a little mercy for you. Ha, mercy? I'd be a fool to believe that lie. I know how kind you and your brother are. My whole back is covered with scars because of his mercy. That's not true, it can't be true. Tell me what really happened. Or what? Want to leave the city? I can set your friend, even give you a horse. Are you serious? Heh. I really believe the word of commanders, but hey, what trust do I have? Right. Got nothing else to do. Your bars are strong, locks are good, you got me. I'll hope for your mercy. Well, listen, this time I'll tell you how it was. I was a soldier fighting for the Extirpators. That wasn't a lie. I was valet for the scumbag Trevor. He used to work me hard, but that was a long time ago, before the demons took him. Took him? How? Where? How could you even say such a thing? Keep listening, don't interrupt me. We were hunting a chimera back then. It's an easy job for the Extirpators, even with all the demonic freakishness the wound gives a chimera. We were driving it towards your boy Trevor. He was preparing to attack, and then a demon appears, a huge one, scary in a black mask. Bam! Rips one knight to pieces. Bam! There goes another one. Then the demon looks at Trevor and says, "This one's good. I'll take him." And he picked him up like he weighed nothing and vanished. Well, what could we do? The demon was chopping up knights left, right, and center. What could we do? We turned and ran. Then the rest of our guys caught up to us. They executed a few of us on the stop as a warning, made the other slaves, like bait for the monsters. Slaves don't live long. Only 3 of us survived out the whole unit, and no one has seen Trevor since. What kind of person was Trevor? A real devil, didn't go easy on anyone, beat us good. The knights respected him, and us ordinary infantry were afraid to show our faces to him. Where is Trevor now? Are you deaf? I told you, no one knows. Demon dragging him off, a demon in a black mask. As to where and why, you'll have to ask the demons. There used to be a female knight among the Extirpators named Marenta. How did she get Trevor's shield? Marenta? She and Trevor were sleeping together. When they dragged Trevor off, he dropped his shield, so she picked it up. Like to remember him, I'm telling you, those two deserve each other. When Trevor was gone, that crazy bitch wanted all of us to be executed, the whole unit. The Paralictor refused to waste people he said he would be useful as slaves. She made a scene and she transferred to another order. Good riddance. What happened to the Extirpators? You saw what happened to them. They died. I don't care. I'm not gonna cry about them. They killed a lot of beasts, but there's always someone stronger. That demon wiped them out. Only the ones who ran survived. You said 3 of you survived. Where are the other 2? I think they were gonna go to Canabris. They wanted to pretend to be refugees and then wing it. Do you want to catch them too? They're probably somewhere near the creepy church where the undead used to be. I heard they plan to build a shelter there to stay away from the local commander. So Ziel, have you heard enough? Yes, I have. So it's true. Our brother betrayed everything we believed in. Wait, this is the only person's side of the story? And a liar's at that? Let's find the other 2 survivors and ask them. What's the point of running away from the truth? The others will only confirm his words, although probably wouldn't hurt. Excuse me, I need some fresh air. Okay. You're free to go. Seriously? I thought I was going to die here. Well, thank you, Commander. I hope we don't meet again. Okay. I heard that Camille is gone. I understand, I don't blame you. Camille's been walking on a knife's edge for a long time. She has no one to blame but herself. But tonight, I should get tremendously drunk. Please leave me, Knight Commander. Okay. Well, Night Devil, I want items now. Let's go. During Charisma +4. The rest I think I sold him actually. Yeah, pretty much.
Move out.
I'm using up a lot of food.
A couple of years ago, this man by the name
Falar pra você.
You're a child. You
Don't
don't
belong in this war.
So you're an adult? War doesn't pick and choose its victims.
Yeah, I get that. Commander, permission to report. We are short on soldiers. Any elation for taking Dresden is long gone. We now face the harsh reality of a drawn-out war. What was sufficient for an expedition force won't cut it for a proper army. The needs to hold the territories around Dresden and still advance forward. Now that we've dealt with the weary and replenished our officer corps, we need more troops. I suggest we write a letter to Mendev and ask Her Majesty for a new draft. It will take some time, a long time to be perfectly honest, but it's the most reliable options we have. Mendev is already giving everything he can spare to this war. I see we ask our priests to be more active with their preaching in other lands. Let them inspire more people to volunteer. A regular draft may not be enough. We have one permanently in effect as it is. We should suggest that the crown recruit all who lost everything in the attack of Canabris and other cities. Instead of meager state-issued meals for those orphans and homeless refugees, we'll get army rations, a pair of boots, and our spear. It's not the best solution for them, and they won't be the best soldiers for us. Till we'll have plenty of material to sift through and forge into solid combatants. Yeah, you won't get far on sheer enthusiasm. Fortunately, we have good coin to dress it up. Everyone who's ready to fight for lofty ideals is already here. It's time to call on those who would fight for gold. What about the troublemakers from the Weary? Do they criticize us still? Negative. Ever since you took those measures, I haven't heard a word from them. After your charges within the officers' ranks, command staff's showing nothing but loyalty. Let's discuss our options in further detail. As you command. Sila, what's your plan? I traverse half the world to join the Crusaders. States. And I'm sure that there are still plenty of souls all over Galarian who would join our ranks. Just need to get through to them. Let's send priests to preach in other states, and not just any priests, but those who've been on the front lines. They'll tell everyone of the horrors they've seen here and how important it is to fight back against the Abyss. People will volunteer once they see that this is a battle not for them Endeavor Sarkoris, but for all of Galarian. Do you truly believe that people learning about what's happening in the world will come running to volunteer? You think too highly of them. Upon hearing this preaching, most people will run in that direction, as far and fast as they can. Reggie, what do you suggest? At present, Canabris and other cities that withstood assaults are teeming with orphans, the homeless, and refugees. Survivors who lost all they had. They live off the crown in tents, sustained by handouts. Get them to the front lines. They're not the most optimal manpower pool, as it is unlikely they would have volunteered. But they have nothing to lose, and will gain an influx of recruits as well, saving Mendev from having to waste funds on citizens who provide them with no benefit. You take advantage of those people's plight in order to bolster our ranks? The poor folks you speak of have suffered tragedy. They should be recovering and restoring their faith in life, not thrown into a demon's maw. There are your opinion, please. My advice is simple. Don't be stingy. We are practically asking people to jump into a demon's gullet. Sure, there are cooks who would do just that for some high ideals. There are those who can be coerced by force. Nevertheless, mortals have yet to invent a better incentive than a shiny coin. If we offer the volunteers sufficiently high pay, they will sign up in droves. You can rely on the loyalty of mercenaries. They're eager to come and fill their pockets, but they're just as eager to abandon us since once they are faced with real danger. I've seen it happen time and again. We need true soldiers, those who can't imagine life outside the army, obey without a second thought, and if necessary, die without regret. Captain Harmattan, what would you advise? For situations like this, we have direct instructions from the Queen. May her reign last forevermore. We should write to Nerosian and ask Her Majesty to announce a new draft in order to send reinforcements. Of course, the plan will require time, but there's no question that it will deliver results. There's no telling how many more recruits the Queen can scrape together through a regular draft. Mendef has already given us the best and most enthusiastic. It's time for the rest to do their part. Thank you, everything is clear. What are your orders? We'll draft the victims. Very well, I'll see to the plan's execution at once. Thank you, Commander. We report on the measures we implement and the results in due time. I'll call for the council to be recovered if we encounter any further difficulties. Okay, let's manage the ship. The fate of the holy symbol of Vovagog. Okay. Events. The fate. Hand axe, battle axe, great axe. Light, one-handed. Great axe, two-handed. One-handed battle axe. Good word for Sila. Or a great axe, actually. Right? Yeah. I'm just going to carry out the decree. Vista from the past. A small crevice opened in the middle of Dresden, then a tiny, sickly old man climbed out. Coughing heavily, he introduced himself as a spirit of the sarkorian land and thanked the Crusaders for their struggle. He wishes to help the Crusaders, offering the commander a choice. He can either open up the metal deposits that sleep beneath the earth not far from the fortress, or grow lush forests on top of them, where wild game will make his home. Choose the forests. Upon hearing Commander's choice, the tiny old man smiled and melted into the earth. Soon after, scouts reported several groups appeared just outside Dresden. The resulting fresh air gives the soldiers strength. Okay, that's cool. Let's go!
Head on!
I'm going to clear everything and then I think about this. So, do I still need Solian set Soliel for his name? Where is it? Where is the place? I mean the new place. I don't know. I've done it all here, right? Haven't I? I think I just need to recruit more people. There's 2 armies still to be moved. This one here and that one there. I think I'm gonna go there first and then I go to this one here. Wait, can I teleport? Not now. So let's wait 8 hours. I want to change the party. Where do I go? Where should I go? I'll go to Call the Riddle. Yeah. Right. Wait, can't I just teleport? Oh no, fuck. I need to teleport to the army. It's the commander's party only. Fuck. Yeah, let's do this. I already lost some time, but whatever. Let's try this. It has to be the blue one. The blue one.
You follow. Onwards!
Right, so we have this here. This is the same logic, okay? This typewriter, 3 stars, star. And we have here the star. This is not easy. Fuck. It's the only logic that you can give to me? Fucking hell. So let's look at the typewriter. Okay, that's the only way. It's like this, right? So one of these 2. So it should be this one here and the 3 stars, right? Like this. Oh no, I no, incorrect. It's this one here. Yes. Now the little pointer. The little 3 stars. I have many 3 stars. Can't be this one. It can't be this. No, it has to be a 3 star. Oh, I also have this. Should be the opposite, I guess. Should be the opposite. So here, typewriter and the Lone Star. Okay. Right? Typewriter, the Lone Star. Now here we have the typewriter and the 3. There's more Lone Stars. I think I'm being naive here. There's no way for certain to get these going perfectly well like that. They have to be like this. So it is never easy, it's not easy. There's this. This. No. This. And this. Dude.
I'm trusting you.
There comes again my difficulty. Just because I got the pieces doesn't mean I can't do this. It's fucking hard, seriously. Fucking hell. I need some tip. Or is this just the architecture of the wall? I think it's just the architecture of the wall. Fuck, this is hard. I'm not even sure if this is the correct place to put. Fuck. Let's see what has fewer possibilities. But what for? I only have these chips here. Fuck me. You know what? I'm going to start putting
I will follow my dream.
whatever I like, just to put. It's already bad.
I can do this.
No, you can't. No, I can't. It's too much for my little head.
Each step is a new journey.
Oh god. So all I have for certain is that these 3 symbols appear here at least once, and this one here appears here at least once. So it's like an advanced Sudoku.
I enjoy our travels.
This is very hard. Fuck me. Like, do they put like a hardness detector on this? Is really hard. I don't like it. But I guess if I just pay attention enough, I can do this. This fucking thing is not easy. So
I'm trusting you.
Move out.
What can we see? Should go to all sarkorian mines. Was here in the core of the riddle?
Anything new?
Ooh, many yours with 10 negative levels. That's what. Holy crap! I don't see this. Everybody has negative levels. What the fuck? Good. It's all permanent. Oh. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
I lead. You follow.
Fighting for a righteous cause is certainly different from a simple massacre. The former is more bloody and formed with
What? Mighty Fist plus 4. Who's better, the horse or the rope? Yeah, the horse. Oh, look at that, man. Mighty Fist plus 4. And 7? And 5. And 7. Okay, that's strong.
Let me teach you a good Galarian song. You know, where I come from, there's a saying. If you want to understand a foreign people, learn their songs.
That is surprising. Yes, I'd like to try. Go on.
Oh, hey, merchant. Awesome. Holy shit, read out of Rogagog, or intermediate of the relic. Holy Brea, Fortune. It's... we will be confused. She's using a falchion too. Pillar of Hope. Oh, okay, following death. Oil. Combo. Yeah, not the best of choices. Do you sell now? Exotic wares, yes. Exotic personal protection, hunter's arsenal, magical, mysterical things. Now let's go for the session of restorations. And there goes fuck ton of diamond dust. The one encounter. Holy crap. Oh my god, man. Whoa.
The world's not ending
Finally.
just yet.
The struggles never cease.
Old sarkorian mines.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Help me swing for my path.
The dead man's uniform bears an insignia of the Blackstone Company, a group of underowned mercenaries. Ingredients. This is my road down
Run them through!
Let's have some fun.
there. She took the horse in the pen. Amazing. Oh shit.
Prepare yourself.
Really? It didn't?
This condition is... I'm done with you.
Dude! Yeah, the battle was fucking horrible.
Missed me already.
Fucking horrible.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
A horrible battle, really. Lost buffs. Oh, another one? Okay, that goes to the dragon then.
Move out.
Is Eric exits? Another soldier here dead? These old Sarkorian lines, right?
Head on.
Judging by insignia, this man was a member of the Blackstone Company, one of the many soldiers of fortune.
I lead. You follow.
Judging by how little dust there is on the stone fractures, this rock slide is fairly new. The cave ceiling must have collapsed only a short time ago.
Onwards.
This experiment has gone awry.
Yeah, it fails the nature. Out of the map? Really? I was. I was out of the map. Dude, every time I rush line was there.
Head on.
A success worthy of praise.
An expert fire magic leader took part in this battle.
I lead. You follow.
So yeah. Scouting. I haven't finished it. There's still this fucking demon army here. And also some area around here that I should destroy, then be able to go forth. Captain Selkind. Where is Captain Selkind? That is good. Holy Fury and speed. Passive of landing against flying enemies. So here I have plus 3 speed. This one here is plus 3 only speed. This one here is plus 3 brilliant energy. That's, yeah, it's Finian, right? So I should get this bow. Yes. And offer this? Oh no. Exotic weapons.
Onwards!
Oh, GIF. Same things, the same things. And blacksmith. Nothing special. Call of the Ocean. Cool. Now where's the fucking captain? I think he's going to be in the barracks. Or in the prison. No, the prison is not. He's not in the prison. I went there just now. He's going to be in the barracks. Pretty sure. Really, Rob? Oh my Rob. Let's go. This Rob. Is the captain here?
Head on!
Is my no, he's in the streets. He's not in the prison, he's not in barracks, he's in the streets. Fuck. I have to find him. Oh god. Yeah, that's not good. What? A spark. So I'll have to find this guy. He's around there somewhere.
I lead, you follow.
Missing scouts. Sail King. Where the fuck is him? I've been entering the tangle lately. How much?
Onwards!
Painful feeling of emptiness overwhelms you when you look to the victim's face. It seems utterly lifeless despite its cerebral breathing. Holy shit. Oh yeah, they have no... Oh yeah. They are here, waiting for me to return their souls. Completely forgot about that.
Move out. Head on.
Everything's invisible. What the fuck? I have to look for the captain.
I lead. You follow.
Is there any word on Mir? How is her treatment going? As far as I know, it's not going well. She's still muttering nonsense. She doesn't even remember her own name. She and I were never friends, Commander, but I admire her sharp intellect and her thirst for knowledge. It is sad to think that the same curiosity led her to her dawn. Cool.
Onwards. Move out.
Can't find them. Is he in the prison? No, he's not in the prison. He's in the inn.
Head on.
Selkind, I don't know. Check out this mask I found. There's writing on the inside. Oh. It looks like an average mask. Smells like mold. Tastes like, yeah, disgusting. The ice holes are utterly unremarkable. And yet, you see some hidden magic in this mask. I bet my encyclopedia that it must be the answer to one of the riddles of those statues in the nameless ruins. The writing on the inside looks very much like one of the answers. Versailles hands the mask back to you. All I have to do now is find four such masks and bring them to the statues. Right, so I need masks. Fucking masks. I haven't talked to them in some time, so it was useful. To say the least. Now I also have to talk to the Storyteller, just remember now. Let's go to the tavern. Oh, there's a jewelry shop as well. Is it empty?
Onwards.
Empty. Of course it is empty. The tavern. Raybor?
Move out.
The kitchen has nothing interesting. Bye. Maybe he has something. I don't know. I haven't checked. With money. Yeah, he has nothing particularly good. We have to find this guy. And I have no idea where he is. No idea. The economy.
I lead. You follow.
The Storyteller. Examine the items I'm carrying. Bring fragments. The Storyteller sets the ring fragment in the bars of metal on his open palm. He clenches his fist, crumpling the metal like paper, and pours essence from the vials over it. You feel terrible heat rising from the elf's hand, and when he opens his fingers, you see a beautiful ring. A remarkable object, this. It was created by the talented spellcaster and is able to summon beings from other planes, as if the boundaries set by Pharasma do not exist for it. It is a powerful and dangerous item, but it was created by an honorable person. That is probably why it was not used at the crucial hour. Okay. A page. Yes, you're right. Another piece of evidence from the past. It's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the Void Labyrinth, her gaze piercing through all my protective spells, as if they had been cast by an untrained apprentice rather than the last Archmage of Keoning. She's powerful and insidious. She's a perfect assassin. Her name is Nocticula. She invited me to Lushnira, the city of demons in the depth of the abyss, the capital of the Midnight Isles. The lady in the shadow highly valued my ability to remain unnoticed. Kneeling before her throne, I listened to her praise and felt like a child being given a pat on the head for doing some simple chore for the first time. But this is no longer important. Now I serve a demon lord, for this is our agreement. You help me decrypt the scribbles I copied in the Void Labyrinth. In return, I will serve as her court mage and spy for the next 17 years. Now Lushnir is my home and Nocticula is my lady in shadow. Tell me about your life in Lushnir. Of all the places in the Abyss, Lushnir is the most civilized. My lady wants to make her capital the face of the Abyss. A place travelers from the other planes can visit without too much fear. I don't care. I'm here only to complete my service, get the promised reward, and return to Golarion. However strange as it may be, Lushnir's demons treat me honorably. They hate me, sometimes growl at me, but they never attack. I prepare many spells and I'm ready to use them at any moment, but I've had no reason to yet. I have my own tower in the upper city, not far from the lady's palace. I've strengthened it with protective spells and set golems to guard it. I created a portal ladder at the top of the tower, one which only I can use. It will be my escape route if I need to flee urgently. I expect an attack every day, but it never happens. This might sound ridiculous and surprising, but I think the demons of Lushnir expect me. I trust the demon lord. My lady in shadow has no reason to hide the truth from me. She does not care about my research. She offered me help out of curiosity. I am something of a bizarre pet to her, both funny and useful. She offered me to help and I agreed. I must thank my lady for her generosity. 17 years of service for translating 17 phrases from Baphomet's labyrinth. A bargain. Please continue. Storyteller stays silent for a short while, as if listening to something. I can't smell anything but sewage. I can hear some demon snores or death rattles. Hidden by a cocoon of spells, I keep invisible watch in a dreary alley in Alushnir's lower city. Two winged shadows sweep past overhead, and a terrible stone-splitting shriek rolls like a tide through the streets. But it can't hurt me. I know the ways of this city and have protected myself from Valexia's wild antics. My volunteer partner, a young half-elf named Kini, sighs loudly and says yet again, "They are not coming." I shrug just as I have done every time before. "I'm not keeping you." Kini frowns and turns away in response. I sneak a look at my friend. His unruly locks fall over his face. Kini kindly carelessly sweeps them out of his eyes, thinking about something. I find myself enjoying these gentle movements and look away, embarrassed. Have a little more patience, my friend. Sooner or go will be here, I'm sure of it. You mentioned Velexia. Tell me about her. The maddest succubus of all those born in the abyss. Even my lady in shadow can't but smile upon hearing of the latest mayhem she stirred up just for fun. Surrounded by her 3 succubi friends known as the Sinners, he flies naked over the city, crushing buildings with her raging screams, grabbing poor passers-by, taking them up in the air and dashing them down onto the rocks, getting into raging fights with no rhyme or reason. Truly, Velexia is the bane of Alushnir, but also its wild heart. I didn't expect to find out you had a partner. Storyteller's face lights up and a timid smile appears on his lips. I didn't expect it either. Kini is from Golarion just as I am. He's a thief and former slave. He escaped from the Cyclops of the Dying Empire. I met him before I left Golarion for the Abyss, in my old tower, a thief who sought not my life but shelter, a place to spend the night. In protection from his former masters. My charms worked. Kini wouldn't get past the ground floor of the tower. That's where I found him, sitting on the floor entangled in my trap's living binds. I freed the hapless thief. I wasn't angry at his intrusion. I was even glad to talk with his restless youth of the short-lived folk. I had no idea how much I had missed companionship. After that, Kini often spends the night in my tower, partaking of my hospitality. Together we lived through the terror of Earthfall, and when the time came, I took him with me to the Abyss. Recently he has even helped me carry out some of my lady's tasks, those that give him the opportunity to make some money. Does your partner know about your goal to save Golarion? Oh yes, we've discussed my plans many times. Sitting at the top of the tower, nursing goblets of warmed wine, Kini shares my love for our dear Golarion and supports my desire to save its doomed civilizations. The storyteller smiles warmly at the rush of memories. My friend's not like me at all. He's young, hot-tempered, and mischievous. He prefers to act first and deal with the consequences later. Perhaps this is why we get along so well. Opposites attracts. Please continue. Finally, my patience is rewarded. I see a slouching demon in rags, so pathetic that even the demon guards of Lushnir would not lay a hand on him of disgust. My spell-enhanced vision can be fooled. I see the incubus Zephorium, the ruler of Alushnir, who answers only to the lady in shadow herself. Passing a step away from me, Zephorium stumbles and falls into a puddle of sewage, rousing disdainful chuckles from the few witnesses. But I won't be fooled by this game. Instead, I concentrate, becoming even more focused. My lord, have discovered this crystal of unknown power on one of the midnight isles. Have a look. A hand holding a heart-sized crystal burning with purple flame emerges from under the rags. The incubus hangs shaking. The skin of his palm slices molten from touching the crystal. The demon's reflection in the puddle of sewage ripples and changes. I don't hear Zephorian talking to his mysterious lord. The incubus hides the purple crystal back under the rags. As you wish, my lord. No, Nochikla knows nothing about these crystals, I'm sure. Of course, Lord Sokothbeth North. I wince. I have no desire to stand in the way of a demon lord. I turn around. You see, Kini, we were able to get evidence of Zephorian's treason. I was right, but my friend is nowhere to be seen. Who is Sokothbeth North? Disgusting demon lord, champions of meanness, debauchery, perversions, and breaker of taboos. He is Nocticula's brother and former lover. Out of jealousy, he tried in vain to kill my lady, but he remained alive after the attempt. He is driven by fear, shame, and hatred toward his powerful sister. It was a Hindrial crystal. You are right, this is probably one of the first crystals discovered by demons, if not the first one. I'm glad it took demons so long to discover the crystal's true properties. Otherwise, the invasion by the Abyss could have happened much earlier. Please continue. I'm standing at the top of my tower. There's a goblet of warm wine in my hand. Noticula was pleased with my braid. Oh no, she won't kill Zephyrian on the spot. My lady's punishments are much more sophisticated, banishing demotion, even transformation into the pathetic creature the Incubus was masquerading as. Noticula has a lot of choices. I don't care. I've done my part. I sip from my goblet and turn to my friend. Without saying a word, Kinney takes out a bag from under his shirt and shows me the purple crystal wrapped in it. I chuckle, that's where my friends went, and at the end of the raid, well, we are going to keep the crystal. I will study its properties in detail and find out if it will help us achieve our goal. Noticula doesn't have to know that I have the crystal now. Let her look to Zephyrian or her demon lord brother for it. I drink from the goblet again and look down. Oceanid lies at the bottom of the tower like a faithful dog at the feet of its master. I earn respect here. Even the lady in shadow heeds my words. I feel a treacherous smile appear on my lips. Of course, when 17 years have passed, I will return to Golarion, but for now I like my life here. Storyteller is quiet for a long while, thinking about what he saw. Then he runs his hand over the face tired. I served the demon lord, and what's more, I liked it. I did not expect this from myself. I was completely different thoughts, desires, and motives. Maybe it changed so much, I don't know. Tell me about your work in Lushneer. It's been 2 years. Oh, he's going to repeat. Yeah, no. Thank you for your stories. On a page. Yes, you're right. Another piece of evidence from the past. I've forgotten. Thank you. If you find more pages like this, page. Once the page brought his voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. My feet are covered by a crawling carpet of locusts. A few insects got under my clothes, under my shirt, down my back, my pants. They're crawling all over me, tickling my skin with their little legs. They will not attack until they recognize me as a stranger. Protective spells are guarding me, allowing me to deceive the pestilent denizens of the grasping rifts. I keep very still. I am but an observer, an uninvited guest who prefers to remain unnoticed. I don't hold my breath when Demon Lord Descari swings his sights over Iziagna. I feel nothing when Iziagna deftly avoids the blow and tries to strike Descari in return. I am here by the order of Lady Noticula. I must observe the fight and then return to Lushneer. The affairs of Demon Lords do not concern me. Why did Noticula send you to follow Descari? I don't know, and I don't want to know. My service to the Lady in Shadow is almost over. It's the 17th year of my life in the Abyss, and I am already counting days to the end of my term. Who is Iziagna? She is a rising demon lord, servant of Lamashtu. She simultaneously inhabits 7 mighty ant-like bodies. Iziagna and Descari are always sniping at each other, but they dare not enter into open war, fearing Lamashtu's wrath. The storyteller chuckles. The current fight is just a small quarrel. 1 in a million. Iziagna came to the Rasping Rift with only 3 of her 7 bodies. Surely it will be easy for Descari to restore an intruder. Where is your friend Kinney now? Here with me, of course. The sturdy lad refused to stay in Lushneer and volunteered to accompany me to the Rasping Rift. He said he wouldn't miss such an exciting adventure for the world. His youthful zeal and desire to live life to the fullest seemed to make me younger too. Let's continue. Rift Carver Descari's sides swings up again. With a whistle through the air, it lodges in the ant-like head of one of Ziagna's bodies. Greenish slime splatters, the poison drops falling on my face. I keep very still. With the last convulsive movements, the ant-like body winces, tearing the side from Descari's hands and jumping back, only to drop on its side and lie still. This loss will hardly worry Ziagna. To kill her, we must destroy her heart, which is hidden deep under Yanaron, a city in Lamashtu's realm. Disarmed, Descari turns to Ziagna's second body that is attacking him. I slowly turn to Kinney, who is sitting next to me. My young friend is usually easily impressed by such mighty opponents fighting. But the seat next to me is empty. Kinney is gone. The storyteller shivers and starts speaking faster. Forgetting about the danger, I look around for my friends. The swarm of locusts at my feet buzzes, displeased, but the need for secrecy no longer seems so important. Where is Kinney? After a moment, I see him and a treacherous shiver runs down my spine. My friend is standing over Ziana's fallen body and reaches for the scary sight sticking out of it. What's so special about the scary sight? Rift Cover has power of the material of the plains. Scary made his sight with his own hands from his mother's skeleton. He can cut rifts in the plains themselves. The Demon Lord uses it to make the grasping rifts, his own abyssal realm in the plane of the abyss. Please continue. Kinney, stop, don't touch it. I scream, throwing caution to the winds. My friend turns to me, his face baffled. I understand him to an extent. The sight able to rip passage between planes will certainly help us save Galarium. Trying to steal it is rash and stupid. We have nothing to defend ourselves against the Demon Lord's rage. Stop, my friend, before it is not too late. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the Scary lift another Yagna's body and tear it to pieces with its bare hands. But I don't hear his howl of victory. The Demon Lord throws away the steel body of this enemy and turns to us. The swarm of insects is biting my feet, locusts cover my eyes, hitting me in the face, trying to get inside my nose, mouth, and ears. Nevertheless, I get to it first. I grab the giant scythe and swing it awkwardly in the air. Rift Cover is so heavy my hands instantly cramp. I have no idea how I managed to lift it at all. I drop the scythe on the ground, but the damage has been done. Right in front of me there is a small rift, a wound in space. The smell of Luciner's sewage comes out of it, a wonderful smell that brings me hope for salvation. I grab Kinney's sleeve and dive into the rift only a moment before the Scary's claws cut the air where we just stood. Storyteller catches his breath and wipes the sweat from his forehead. A younger Demon Lord in my life was hanging by a thread. I'd never have thought that something like that could happen in my life. Storyteller shakes his head distrustfully. How many dark sides of my past will I have to find? I'm starting to fear what I might see in the next pages of my notebook. Down by the fight between the Scary and the Agna. Oh yeah, fuck, I clicked again. A page. Page. I'm sitting at the top of my tower. In my right hand is a goblet of warm wine, in my left a bark-covered notebook. I breathe in the ash floating in the air. The wine leaves the bitter taste of soot in my lips. It's been about 100 years since I returned to Galarium from the Abyss. 100 years spent on research, hard work, and rare journeys. I turn the page of the notebook. The wisdom of elves and the cunning of Demon Lord Baphomet are gathered here. There is a description of how the purple crystal from Lucifer works and my own observations about Rift Cover, Demon Lord Scar's scythe. I know everything written in it by heart, but I keep paging through it all the same. Touching these pages makes me hopeful and strengthens my resolve. I've gathered everything I need to connect Galarium with another plane. I'm close to saving the smoldering embers of Galarium, hiding them from Earthfall. Just a little bit more, decade or 100 years, and everything will be ready for the ritual. A cold shiver runs down my spine, and I smile. Kinney is trying to get into my tower again. The world of ruins presents many opportunities for a thief. Forgotten ancient treasures left by their owners are there for the taking. These objects are not so precious nowadays, but they can fetch a good price on other planes. However, my friend Stubbornly continues to try and evade the protective traps of my tower. He got caught. Predictable. The tree guards safely entangled Kinney in the branches. You got to the 3rd floor of the tower today. Nice try. I smile, sip my wine, and turn the page of the notebook. My friend will have to wait a little while before his release. I'll finish my wine first. You have a Galarian after Earthfall. It's frightening here. Many people have perished, cities have turned to ruin. The few who are still holding on fall deeper into degradation with each passing day, turning to barbarians or bandits. Not a week goes by without someone trying to attack my tower and rob me. But my spells are strong and my guards are impeccable. Hungry and crippled, the riffraff leave my tower in search of easier pickings. I watch them go and feel no mercy. They deserve their fate. They should have fought like me, but they chose the easy path of plunder. Why does Kinney try to get you in your tower? All this started with an innocent joke when I boasted to him that my tower was now the safest place on Galarium. He decided to prove me wrong. It's been 20 years since then, and it's become a very long-running joke. Once every few years, Kinney tries to get into my tower secretly and steal something from me. My precious book of research notes or the heart of the tower, the purple crystal we got in Lucifer. I play alone, truly happy every time my friend comes to visit, but deep down I start to worry. Please continue. Kinney takes the goblet from my hands, but is not in a rush to drink it. You would learn so much if you didn't sit here guarding your secrets, he says to me. I smile. Drink water. I smile. Not every secret must belong to the world, my friend. Precious stones lose their shine when they pass through 100 hands. The same way knowledge is distorted and truth turns into tall tales. This is why I sit in my tower guarding what I have created and what I have obtained for others. My friend only shrugs and stops talking, dissatisfied of my answer. I start to think, when did Kinney and I drift apart? He blames me for dragging my feet. He says I should have opened a rift to all the other planes as soon as I returned to Golarion. And now it's too late. The jewels of our civilization have already perished, and soon the rest will too. He thinks we've lost, and now my research is simply dangerous. I don't answer his reproaches, for they are somewhat fair. I could have tried to save Golarion 100 years ago, when Articula, my former lady in shadow, upheld her part in the bargain and decrypted Baphomet's notes. But instead of fulfilling the goal I set for myself, I decided to spend a little more time on research and preparation. It will take a year, I told Kinney back then, but after a year I need 2 more, and then 10 more years. The world was falling apart around me and I still lingered. Still, why are you taking so long to connect the planes? I don't know. My actions are unclear even to myself. I seem to have burned it out. I look at people surviving Golarion and realize I don't want to save them anymore. Only is a handful of rebels who have already forgotten how to write. Get by with a vocabulary of 30 words. I haven't abandoned my idea. Oh no, I will see it through. Sooner or later, it is my life's work. I can't just abandon it, but not now. Why is Kinney against opening portal now? My friend thinks that it's too late, that my experiment in merging the planes will be dangerous. For the entire universe. Who knows what consequences the merging will have on the plane I choose? What will happen if I merge Golarion with Heaven and Earthfall happens to it too? For when Golarion civilization was still fighting together, we could have overcome surmounted Earthfall's consequences. But now there is no doubt that only war and death awaits us after we merge planes. Kinney always supported you before. What changed? I have thought about it many times over the years he spent in Golarion. My friend gradually lost the fire in his eyes. His opinions became more and more careful. He stopped rushing into any adventure life offered him. He got old. We both understand that his life as a half-elf is almost over, and I still have several hundred years to live. We realize that soon we must pass forever. This thought keeps us from talking like we used to and making plans for the future. Kinney seems distant. Storyteller is silent for a long while, subdued in his thoughts. The terrible thing is, I don't feel sad. I accept our parting as a given. I condemn myself for this, but can do nothing about it. Kinney will leave me, and I will drink a goblet of warm wine to remember me. And then I will return to the laboratory to continue my research. My friend has become a stranger to me. Please continue. It happened, what I had been expected for the last 10 years. What I was ready for. Kinney, my friend, took advantage of my hospitality and stole my research notes. They contain knowledge I gathered over the years from the most dangerous sources, and I have only partially deciphered them. Some of that knowledge will not be lost forever. He didn't even leave a goodbye note. He just left, never to return. I'm standing at the top of the tower with a goblet in my hand. There is no anger, no sadness in my soul, just doomed emptiness and fatigue. I bring my lips to the wine, but taste nothing. We go our separate ways from here, my former friend. I used to adore our friendship, looking for approval in your eyes. But now it has become a burden. It dried out, like a shriveled orange peel. I inhale deeply, filling my lungs, and toss the wine from the goblet. Entering the laboratory, I open a secret door and take out the real notes. Not the skillfully crafted decoy I put for Kinney. I've finished my life's work and merged the planes. Even if there is no longer any point, I can't do otherwise. The storyteller runs a tired hand over his face and tries to smile. I feel exhausted suddenly, like I'm feeling the entire weight of all the years I've lived. But this is not the end of my story. I know there are secrets in my past that we are yet to uncover. Thank you for your stories. I have to go. I'm going to save the game and keep handing him the fucking notes. Examine the items. More important. What's no counter examine? Oh, I have no more pages. I gave all of them to him. Did I? I passed. Oh, French betrayal. So yeah. I have to find this commander, captain, general, whatever. He's not revealed to me right now. There was a long reading. And then... What's the matter? You seem nervous when we were discussing the attacks on Storm Peaks. I was imagining the sacrifices bloody assault were exact. Thinking of the soldiers who would never go back to their homes and remembering the day that changed me forever. The day at the end of autumn, when my warriors charged into the fire became ashes and memory. The day for which I was named a hero, whose guilt will haunt me until the day I die. Tell me about that day. Oh, I can describe it in great detail. I return there every night as I fall asleep. I remember how it sounded as the outpost was consumed by flames. I remember counting my soldiers after every attack, every bleeding wound of a gap that had opened in our ranks. How people threw themselves into the boiling river to escape the burning air. Naturally, I remember how it felt to be the last, to be the only one left. But I won't recount the specifics to you. This is my nightmare. Burning my leader would be treasonous. Why are you tormented by guilt? Could have done more. I could have saved at least someone. It's true. I didn't hide behind my comrades' backs, and the wounds I took in that battle nearly killed me. But still, I could have done more. What it comes down to is that it's just not fair that I survived when everyone who trusted me with their lives died. If there is justice in this world, my survival affronts it. Why did you stay in the army after that? Because they called me a hero. I was so ashamed at the moment. I knew that they were the heroes, the ones who would never leave the outpost. Their heroes was my undeserved glory, and it was thrust onto my shoulders with all the weight of an order. I swore that I would carry my burden until I became worthy of my brothers and sisters in arms. I'm guilty of receiving the glory that their failure made rightfully theirs. Thank you for telling me this. Oh, I'm a soldier. Soldiers are made for easy lives. Okay. Hopefully the guy is at the fucking citadel. I think, I don't know where he is. It's not at the citadel. It's at the streets. Yeah, I don't see him here. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna go. I'm going to come back in a second. I have to have lunch with my mother. I'll come back. Be great until then.